Conservationist Dame Jane Goodall, the world's leading expert on chimpanzees, has passed away at the age of 91. Former U.S. President Barack Obama was among the first to pay tribute, saying that Dr. Goodall opened doors for generations of women in science. Actor and environmental campaigner Leonardo DiCaprio also honored her memory, describing her as someone who inspired millions to care, to act, and to hope, calling her a true hero for the planet. According to a statement from the Jane Goodall Institute, she died of natural causes while in California on a speaking tour of the United States. The Institute praised her discoveries, saying they revolutionized science, and remembered her as a tireless advocate for the protection and restoration of our natural world. The United Nations said it mourned the loss of Dr. Goodall, adding that she worked tirelessly for the planet and all its inhabitants, leaving behind an extraordinary legacy for humanity and nature. Greenpeace also expressed heartbreak at her passing, calling her one of the true conservation giants of our time. Will McCallum, co-executive director of Greenpeace UK, said Dr. Goodall's legacy lies not only in science, but in the global movement she helped spark to protect nature and give hope for a better world. Naturalist Chris Packham, speaking to the BBC, called her one of his heroes, describing her as revolutionary and remarkable. He said, "To have lost a hero at a time when we need them most on the front line fighting for life on Earth is a tragedy." Born in 1934 and raised in London, Jane Goodall developed a fascination with animals as a child, reading books such as The Story of Dr. Dolittle and Tarzan. In her mid-20s, while staying on a friend's farm in Kenya, she met the leading primatologist Louis Leakey. Despite having no formal qualifications at the time, Leakey saw her potential and arranged her first research trip to the jungles of Tanzania in 1960. That year, she made a groundbreaking discovery, becoming the first person ever to record an animal using a tool. She observed a male chimpanzee she named David Greybeard using a stick to dig termites from a mound. Until then, scientists believed only humans had the intelligence to use tools. This observation forever changed conventional scientific thinking and shaped the future of evolutionary science. Her work was soon published in leading journals, and in 1965 she appeared on the front cover of National Geographic, which introduced the world to the emotional and social lives of primates. She revealed that chimpanzees form strong family bonds and even engage in territorial warfare. She was also featured in a television documentary narrated by Orson Welles, showing her playful interactions with young chimpanzees. Her close, personal approach to the animals, naming them, befriending them, and calling them her companions, was criticized at the time, especially by male scientists. Yet she went on to earn a PhD based on her findings, despite having no undergraduate degree or prior formal training. After years of groundbreaking fieldwork, she turned to activism. She campaigned for the freedom of chimpanzees held in captivity and spoke out against medical testing on animals. Later, she became a global voice urging urgent action on climate change and habitat destruction. Speaking to the BBC in 2024, she warned, "We are in the midst of the sixth great extinction. The more we can do to restore nature and protect existing forests, the better." Asked what kept her motivated late in life, she replied, "Surely, people want a future for their children." In 1977, she founded the Jane Goodall Institute, which continues to protect chimpanzees and support environmental projects worldwide. Her honors were many. She was made a dame in 2003 and awarded the U.S. Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2025. Jane Goodall was known for her relentless travel schedule. She once told the Times newspaper in 2022 that she had not slept in the same bed for more than 3 weeks since 1986. Even in her final days, she never slowed down. Just a week before her passing, she was on stage in New York, giving an interview, and she was scheduled to speak at a sold-out event in California on October 3rd. Tributes have poured in from around the world. Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, described her as a tireless advocate for the protection of nature. In their statement, they wrote, "Dr. Jane Goodall, DB, was a visionary humanitarian, a scientist, a friend to the planet, and a friend to us." Former Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau also paid his respects, saying her compassion will live on in future conservation work. United Nations Secretary-General Antonio Guterres hailed her as a UN messenger of peace since 2002, praising her lifelong efforts to bring global attention to the urgency of protecting the environment. Environmental organizations, including Greenpeace and PETA, also commemorated her incredible legacy. Dr. Jane Goodall's life's work changed science, inspired generations, and left the world with a legacy of hope, compassion, and action for all living things.